Hey, Bothrops moojeni, feeding, it's coming up.
Subscribe now. Fangs in your face.
Hey y'all, before we get started, thank you Sean Black, Austin Smith, Dan McCarty, and Wally Tucker. Hey, thank you guys so much for the support that you give Venomcentral. Hey, and you guys have a happy Thanksgiving, and this is the Thanksgiving special from Venomcentral, and everybody have your happy turkey day and watch some football. Tell you what, hey, Tyson's getting ready to do some banging. Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. We've already ordered the fight. We cannot wait to see that fight. But go Mike, go Big Mike. I'm pro Mike Tyson. I love Mike Tyson. Hey, happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Today, this is actually a video about the Brazilian Lanceheads, the Bothrops moojeni, and the study I've been doing, and the feeding behavior thing I've been doing, and the reasons why I'm doing it. But you guys are getting a treat. You're getting to see some of my personal video logs of the Bothrops feeding, and you guys are gonna love it. It's off the chain, but it's interesting. But anyways, so we're in here getting ready to shoot, right? And I've been cleaning stuff all day, of course, and I just redid my moojeni cages, some of the adults, and fresh mulch and all the stuff. You know, I had to reconfigure the damn cage for the big rabid female. You know, they're not in there now, they're out. They're in cans over here lined up. And we hear this wet explosion, just like a, it was gross, right? And of course I had to stop what we were doing and clean the puff adders. So this isn't a puff adder video, but I'm gonna put these puffs back real quick, and we're gonna get on with the moojeni video. But so anyways, guys, let me tell you, it's nobody knows. I mean, if you've seen some of the stuff I have to do, you'd be like, you know what, I wouldn't want that job. You know, everybody thinks that, oh, it's fun to work with snakes, and no, it's, you know, basically you're a poop cleaner. That's what you are. And some of it is so bad, it's foul. It'll gag you. Come on, big girl. Oh, I don't want to lift her. I'm gonna, honey, no, you know, you're fine, just leave it where it's at. I'm gonna just, I don't want to lift this snake up that high, because I know she's got babies in her, and I want to be able to get my hand on her. There we go, big girl. Yeah, I don't want to damage any babies, any babies that are in there. I already got the mail in. But anyways, this video, guys, is going to be about the Brazilian Lancehead, the Bothrops moojeni, and some of the stuff I've been doing with my group that I have. But let me tell you, I'm sharing some of my personal stuff. We've been so crazy busy, we haven't had time to film a full-length video. And I want you guys to see this stuff, so you're gonna dig it. It's fun. But and you know, my study it's spurred on, you know, basically I've read some articles about ontogenic change in some of the Bothrops species, and how some of the babies actually start out a little more toxic than the big ones, and they go through a change. But they found that with Bothrops moojeni, the change that they go through, the babies may start out kind of, you know, a little bit weaker in venom, but the females go through this change. They actually grow to be more venomous than the males. And it's, you know, for me, I'm like, okay, if this is true, I want to prove it. So that's why I've been doing this. And I'm gonna write an article about it. But it's neat stuff, and with over the 30-something recordings I've done feeding the Bothrops, feeding the moojenis, and I started them from babies. I did it with babies and adults. I've done the babies all the way to this stage, okay? And what I've found in this, which is extraordinary, is the female, and now they're all the same size. They're really close in weight. Prey items are all the same size. I've been doing this steady. The females kill much quicker. They dispatch a mouse at least a minute to 30 seconds quicker than the males in most instances. I mean, but it's amazing stuff. It's really cool. This is the stuff I love to do. But anyways, guys, enough of my rambling. And this is a moojeni video, so we're gonna put some moojeni back away in their cages. Okay, so like I was saying, this is a moojeni video. And if you're new to the channel, if you guys don't know what the moojeni is, it's the Brazilian Lancehead Viper. Slang name, a lot of us call them Fer de Lance, and I know the reptile experts are gonna go, they're not a Fer de Lance, the Bothrops Atrox, and this one's the Fer de Lance. We call all the Lanceheads Fer de Lance, but it's the Bothrops moojeni is the Brazilian Lancehead. But anyways, I'm not gonna get into all that. But I actually had to redo my female's cage because our female is very gravid right now. And what I did here was I actually had to give her a bigger hide log, right? So I took two of my big hide logs and stuck them together and dug it out, all the mulch in there. And I actually gave another little tiny hide log here so the baby's got somewhere to go. Last year when we had babies, you go back and watch the video. The babies were spread out all over, and underneath this little log here, there was like 6 or 7 of them curled up under that log. So I dug that out and gave them a nice little retreat to get into. But I needed to give her a bigger spot because she's grown so much and she's gravid. And I noticed her the other day, she was curled up in that one half of that log and she barely fit in there. So I'm like, man, I got to get her a bigger hide log. So, and when she gets ready to have these babies, I mean, what will happen is she'll have the babies and she's going to try to stay concealed and she'll end up laying on them and maybe suffocating some, or they won't be able to get out of the sack. So I gave her a bigger space. But anyways, I'm going to pull her out, put her back. But what's neat is with the thing I've been doing, guys, is especially with the female moojenis, the Bothrops moojenis, with the feedings, they're consistently knocking mice down faster than the males. So it has some truth to it. They go through an ontogenic change as from babies to adults. And what's interesting is some studies are indicating that some of the damn baby Bothrops of different species, they think they're actually more toxic than the adults. So that'd be the next one I'll start working on. But let's get this big girl back. And we breed these things every year. And let me tell you, they're not hard to breed. Snakes really ain't hard to breed. I mean, it's just about keep them clean, keep them healthy, you know, and give them the proper temperatures. But this big girl is really gravid right now. I gotta be extra careful with her. You know what? I need to platform her on something. Let me grab. There's a snake in that can. Here, let me just do this. She ain't gonna be easy to get out of here. She's flighty and she's mean as the devil right now. Come on, big girl. I normally would platform this animal, but all my cans are full. There's our big girl. Oh, she is full of babies. Look at that. Man, she is just packed tight with babies. Come on, sweetie. All right, let's get you in there. Nice and gentle like. Man, that snake is full. Last year she had 11. I'm guessing 20 this year because she is really packed tight. And I'll tell you, I breed these things, this, you know, BMV, Bothrops moojeni venom, is a really medically significant venom right now. I mean, there are so many things they're doing with Bothrops venom right now. I mean, it's amazing, and especially with the Bothrops moojeni. So my animals get bred for a good cause. But let me tell you something. A lot of your A receptor drugs come from Bothrops venom, like your Gerox and different things like that. A lot of your heart medications. It's interesting stuff, guys. And that's what this big girl needed. She needed a bigger hide, so she can get in there and comfortably have them babies. And I'll start doing a study with the babies all over again. And I'll tell you what's neat is, you know, this ontogenic change thing that we're so much involved with studying and figuring things out is it can be with gender. It can also be with age and gender. So that's why we think the female moojenis are actually growing to be hotter than the males. to be more toxic. So, interesting stuff. And I'm just the knucklehead that likes snakes and does the snake stuff. And there's the real brains, or the guys that, the damn biochemists that are studying the venom components and what they can do with it and stuff like that. I'm just a moron that takes care of the snakes. But I love what I do, guys. And Big Mama's up on that log. Give her about 10 minutes, she'll be inside it. Now she's in shed right now. She's deep in shed. Her eyes actually just cleared up. So she's probably a couple days away from shedding her skin. And she'll shed her skin and there'll be babies soon after. Last year her gestation went 6 months exactly, which I thought was very quick. The babies were big and healthy though. And this month, this time she's actually past that mark already. And is it because there's more babies in there this time? I don't know, but she's at 7 months right now, so they're due. But there's our big girl, and we'll do the video with her and the babies when she drops them. And I don't want to get too close to her because she will reach out and give you a kiss. She'll reach out and tap you. We're gonna jump over and put the male back. Alright, there you go. That's one of my male Bothrops moojeni right there. And we just gave these guys all new substrate and everything, so we're gonna go ahead and put him in his nice new clean cage there. But if you guys are part of the Venom squad, you know that I've been conducting a research thing on Bothrops feeding behavior. And there's a reason why I'm doing this thing just with moojeni, and I'm doing it with alternatus too, with all Rutus. Have you ever heard the saying, oh well, baby snake's venom's more toxic than the big ones? Well, as much as we don't believe that, in some cases it's actually true. Believe it or not, in some cases it actually holds a grain of truth. I've read several studies here, and I found that some of these studies are claiming that with the Bothrops stuff, there's been some findings that some of the smaller ones, some of the neonates, the babies, have a different toxicity level. They have different components, different enzymes, different proteins than big ones, and they go through this ontogenic change from babies to adults. And along with the feeding behavior, some bite and release, some bite and hang on, and why. I mean, if you're going to keep these animals, you need to learn about them. I mean, you need knowledge of the animals that you're working with, and that knowledge helps other keepers, and it also helps the labs decipher on which animals they want to concentrate on and what age group they want to concentrate on for venom and for their research. Because animals at different stages of their life, they may have a different venom composition, and it has a totally different medicinal purpose, that they maybe use a certain enzyme or certain protein. What you don't realize is that a lot of the guys doing venom research, actually researching the enzymes and proteins and what they can be applied to, they're not snake guys. They're really not snake guys. They're bio guys that try to find out what they can do with this venom. So they look to guys like us to do the research on the animal and supply them with the venom. Enough of the boring stuff, guys. I'm cutting loose some of my personal log video, okay? And it's live feeding, okay? These are excerpts from my video log for my research. So I didn't film this stuff to put on YouTube. This is my personal stuff. But I'm gonna share it with you guys for Thanksgiving. You're gonna enjoy it. This is an actual scientific study. This is all gonna be logged into my article when I write it on the Bothrops feeding behavior and on the ontogenic change from neonate to adult, okay? This is what we do. This is my passion. This is my job. This is what I do. But I want to share this with you guys. So this is a treat for you guys today. So you're going to see some really neat footage. It's a little dry, okay? The feeding sequences are exciting, but I'm gonna tell you, it's a little dry because I'm stating a lot of data that I need. But I hope you don't get too bored with my dry scientific talk, but it's the information that I need to insert into my article and my video log. But anyways, hey guys, it's gonna be fun. You're gonna dig it. So we're gonna cut it loose, and there's, how many of them? Two that we're gonna show? There's 2 of them, and they're with moojeni. So go ahead and watch them. Okay, this is the Bothrops moojeni. This is, gender is male, and he is at 148 grams. This is live feeding number 31. This is the live prey feeding to study ontogenic change from neonate to adult. This snake is approximately 13 months old. The prey item is 42 grams. And this animal often exhibits behavior of striking and holding on. On frozen thawed items and live. Timer is inserted. Venom capacity, Bothrops moojeni, mild toxins present with a mixture of procoagulants and hemorrhagens, which contains your zinc metalloprotease, and also nephrotoxins and necrotoxins present. Now this animal's recent live feeding, the prey item was at 33 grams. It was quite a bit smaller. He still dispatched this animal very quickly. Feeding study by Venomcentral on Bothrops moojeni and ontogenic change from neonate to adult. This animal is female in gender and weighs 162 grams. The prey item we are offering is live and at 40 grams, and she is 13 months of age. So let's rock and roll here. Oh, now she just exhibited a bite and release, and this has changed over a period of the past 3 or 4 months. Wow, that's fast acting. These animals have exhibiting a behavior of hanging on. Wow, very, very fast. Okay. Timer is inserted. Venom, definitely systematic myotoxins present, mixture of procoagulants and hemorrhagens, nephrotoxins and necrotoxins possibly present. I think they are present. Future study. That was very, very fast. And this study is to determine the bite and release or bite and hang on versus frozen thawed versus live. Also, the toxicity and how quickly they can dispatch prey items at this age. Male versus female. Females are thought to have an ontogenic change in their venom after 8 to 10 months old. So we will find out. We'll give her one more prey item and then we'll do the numbers. Also note the difference in male and female. Females are not born with a bright yellow tail, which is assumed to be a coddle lure. The males are born with it and keep it well into 2 to 3 years of age. None of the adult males that I have exhibit this bright yellow coddle lure, but my subadult males do. They were born with it. The females were not. I believe that the females are definitely showing signs of an ontogenic change in venom capacity, in toxicity. Looking back at several feedings, she has consistently dispatched prey items faster every time. Also, as neonates, this group of captive bred and born Bothrops moojeni, they would exhibit the strike and hang on technique every feeding all the way up until they were 6 to 7 months old. So things change as they grow. This is what I truly believe. It's what I'm going to prove in this study. Okay, Venomcentral Bothrops feeding behavioral study, log number 30. You know, so ultimately what this study is already showing me is that, yes, babies do bite and hang on 90% of the time. When they get bigger, they start to release. But is it because the venom's getting hotter or because the babies are afraid to lose a prey item? But I'm going to tell you something what's cool. Now, I did the numbers on the female, and the females go through a change. They get more venomous than the males. They actually have a different protein and enzyme that just makes them a little bit more toxic. It makes them a little bit more dangerous, and they're bigger. But I've got a lot to do on it still, but it's really interesting. This is the stuff that drives me, guys, is wanting to know why. With everything with my snakes. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Just a little piece of what I do, and I wanted to share it with my Venom squad. And we've been kind of laid back lately. We haven't been able to get a video out. We've been really busy, guys. We're working our butts off, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hey, if you're new to the channel, hit that V logo and subscribe now. Come on back and check us out at Venomcentral. This is Willie. We're checking out. Later.